Hey, it's Bree here with So Not Crazy. In today's video, we're going to be learning how to make a really cute heart keychain, which is perfect for Valentine's Day or anytime you want to give a gift to a friend or a loved one. So what you're going to need for this project is a clipboard, a pair of sharp scissors. I like to use fabric scissors. You're going to need some kind of key ring. It doesn't really have to be this kind. It can be just a regular, circle key ring. I like these though, and I'll link to these in the description below. And then you're going to need 6 pieces of 3mm macrame cord that are each 32 inches long. So grab one piece of your cord and fold it in half. And we're going to use this loop here to make a backwards lark's head knot or a cow hitch knot. So you're going to stick it in through the back of your key ring and then fold that loop over, pull the loose ends through and pull them tight. And then we're going to do that with one more piece of our cord. So you find the halfway point by folding in half, then use the loop to stick it through the back of your key ring. Come on through. Fold the loop over, pull the loose ends through, and pull it tight. And then this is a good point to stick it on your clipboard. I like to try to kind of clip it right under where the key ring is, where we just made our knots. So now we're going to do a diagonal clove hitch knot using the rope all the way to the left. It's going to come towards the right, and then I'm just going to move these out of the way to make it a little more easier for you to see what I'm doing. But now with the next cord, you're going to make a U, and then with the loose end of that same cord, pull it through the U. With my right thumb, I'm going to be pushing up while I'm pulling it with my left hand, and then you do that again. So make a U, pull the loose end through the U, push with your right thumb, pull with your left hand. Now we're going to do the same with the right side cord, bringing it into the left, and then with the cord next to it, make a U shape, pull that cord through. I'm pushing up with my left thumb and pulling with my right hand. Again, a U, pull that loose end through. And then we're actually going to keep going now with this cord. Make another U, tighten it, and again. Okay, now get another piece of your cord, fold it in half. Oops, sorry, kick the thing every time. So this is my halfway point. I'm going to lay it across these two. This does take I don't know, some dexterity in the fingers, I guess. You could always tape part of it down if you want, part of this cord down. You could clip it in here to hold it in place. You could be using like a bulletin board, cork board instead, and be using little pins to hold this piece in place. But now with it at this angle, we're going to do those same diagonal clove hitch knots. Again, so with this first cord here, make a U, pull the loose end through. We're going to pull it up here and then do that again. With this cord as well. Okay, next piece of cord. same thing. So this is my halfway point. I found it by folding it in half. I'm going to put it at the same angle. Again, we're making a U, bringing the loose end through. So now I don't have it taped to anything, so I'm having to use just my fingers holding it in place. It can be done. And then again with this one, what's happening here? Okay, maybe I should hold it down. Twice with that piece. And then again, we'll continue. So sorry I keep hitting my tripod. Don't mean to make you motion sick. Okay. Now get another piece of cord. We're going to do another reverse lark's head knot with a half fake lark's head knot on each side. So this is my extra piece of cord. I folded it in half. This is my loop. I'm laying it underneath this cord right here. I'm going to fold my loop over, pull those two loose ends through, and tighten. Now with the right side, we're putting it over the top of this cord and pulling that loose end through. Same with this side. Over the top, pull the loose end through, pull it tight. And then we're going to scooch this up to right there. Okay, and we'll do the same on the other side with our last piece of cord. So I folded it in half, putting it under this cord, folding the loop over, pulling the two loose ends through, and pulling it tight. Then with the left side, it's going over that cord, through the loop, pull tight. Same with the right, over, loose end through, pull tight, and then scooch it up here. Okay, now you kind of see the heart taking shape there. It's gonna be cute. With this cord that we just tied our lark's head on with that last piece of string, we're gonna do more of our diagonal clove hitch knots. So there's this cord, I'm taking it towards my right. With this first cord here, I'm doing the double or the U, pulling the loose end through. I'm doing that twice. And then also with the next cord, and you do want to be pulling these pretty tight, but the most important thing with whenever you're tying knots in macrame is just staying consistent. Okay, now we'll go to this side. Same thing, this is the top cord that we just used to tie our lark's head knots on with. And then this is the first string next to it. So make a U, pull that loose end through twice. Again, this is the diagonal clove hitch. The next cord, U, pull the loose end through. And then with this cord here. Okay, then we're going to do the same with that other cord that we attached those larks, the lark's head knot onto with. It's okay if some of your cords are getting short. Some of them we have been using from up here, and some we added on later, so they are going to be different lengths. Don't worry if you're not going at the same speed as me. You can always pause it, come back to it later, pause it where you're at. There's no rush. Okay. Now this next row is going to be a little bit different. So this is the cord. We're going to be using the ones that are on the very outside now to make our last rows of diagonal clove hitch knots. But what's going to be different is instead of having them all hanging down like this, we're going to be gathering them in our knots so that it's like a clean edge. You'll see. So just start again by making the U, pulling the loose end through twice. Now this is the little tiny cord that I just used to tie that clove hitch knot. Instead of just leaving it hanging, I'm going to pull it into my hand, my right hand here. And with the next cord, now I'm wrapping 2 pieces of cord. And then again, I'm putting this one into my hand. Now I'm wrapping 3 pieces of cord. And I'm wrapping 4 pieces of cord. These ones I like to pull a little bit kind of extra tight because it does, as you can see, start to get a little bit thicker as it's going down, which is totally normal and fine. But the tighter you pull, the kind of thinner it is and blends in better with the rest of your design. Okay, and then we do the other side. And then with the next one, I'm still gathering them into my hand to give that clean line. You can always trim some if you feel like they're just kind of getting in your way. You can trim them. The ends will just get wrapped up here. It does get a little tricky. Okay, so now that we're here, we're going to do a wrap knot. So pick one of your longer pieces of cord. And I like to start from the back. Just making sure all my little loose ends are in here. So a wrap knot is just what it sounds like. It's a wrap knot or a gather knot. So you're going to use that long piece and just wrap, kind of going down. And then on that last wrap, leave kind of a little space at the back. Put your piece down through it and pull tight. You can always add a little bit of hot glue or some craft glue like E6000 there, just for extra support so it doesn't come untied. And then trim the end wherever you like it. You can leave it just like this. You can unravel the ends and make them all kind of crimpy. But there you go. There is your finished Macramé Heart Keychain. I hope you love it. Make sure to share your project with me by taking a picture, sharing it on Instagram, and using hashtag #SewNotCrazy. See you next time.